Hi everybody, we're back and it's February and it's all about Valentine's Day, and we've gotten really inspired not only by Awesome Blossoms from Mayesh, but we also have some great containers from UCI, and Nashville Wraps has provided us some really amazing product, and it's all trend forward. We have the geometric forms with the geometric patterns on our wrap and the chevron ribbon, and really it doesn't get any more trend forward than that for Valentine's Day. So I got really inspired by UCI's containers. I love these geometric containers. How cool is this? I mean, when you have a container like this, the flowers, it just comes together so easy. So, you know, we did a few mixed arrangements. Every shop's got to have a few mixed arrangements in their repertoire of offerings, and as well as planters. So a great orchid planter. One thing I like to do with orchid planters is just add, you can water tube roses right into the planter. The succulent, of course, is a plant. And then just a little bit of tea leaf, just to make it different. This is such a different gift to receive if you were to receive this as a planter for Valentine's Day. Now, dozen roses. Everybody's always stumped by dozen roses. Like, what can I do different for a dozen roses that it's not traditional, it's not gonna take a lot of labor. How wonderful is something like this? It's clean, it's simple, it makes a statement. People will know that it's coming from your shop because it just is so different. You can't just pick it up anywhere. So we've used the UCI containers and we've done a dozen roses different in both of these. And I'm going to show you guys how to make this dozen roses. And I'm also going to show you the next product, which I'm really excited about, are these wrap flowers. Nashville Wraps, again, provided us with some really great product. This is called the Stone Wrap from Nashville Wraps. It's actually waterproof. But we'll get to that when we make one. So I've chosen this flared vase with the gold nuggets down at the bottom of the vase. And I also have the Hearts variety of red roses, some steel grass, a couple of assorted wires from Oasis. We have succulents as well that we're going to use. And so this is how the design goes together. First of all, you're going to take your roses and pretty much put them all at one level. And then I'm going to just gauge about how far I need for those flowers to go. And I'm going to do a little trimming. Next, I'm going to add some steel grass. And I like to keep the steel grass bundled until I'm ready to use it. Otherwise, it just goes everywhere. So basically what I'm going to be doing is cutting the steel grass. And once I kind of have the measurement that I would like to use, I'm going to go ahead and cut probably about 3 bunches, because you can use the tips as well. And if you have a little bit of variation, it's okay. It doesn't all have to be exactly perfect. So now I'm going to take the steel grass that I've already cut and I'm going to add it around my bundle. And you're just adding it all around as if you were making a hand-tied bouquet. So now that I have this gathered, I'm going to give this all a little cut, just to give it a blunt cut, because it's going to sit down on the bottom of my vase. And I'm also going to use just a little bit of bouillon wire to hold it in place. Then I can just drop this right down into the vase. Spread things out just a little bit. So this is what we're left with. So I saved one bunch of steel grass to finish this off. I also have pre-cut a little piece of Oasis beaded wire. I'm going to put that around one of the rose stems to hold this in place. And I like the beaded wire because it has something to grab to. That bead just, it helps when you have one hand free and you're trying to twist with the other. It just really helps to have that bead in there, and also it leaves a little decorative element so that there's not a lot of cleanup afterwards for your mechanics. And now it's time for the succulents. So this is what I'm left with. And to do the succulents, it's really easy. I just make sure I get the right variety of succulent because some of them like to fall apart. This variety is an echeveria that is very fleshy. And I'm going to pierce through the flesh of it. So I want to get the meaty part of of the succulent. I'm piercing right through with my aluminum wire. I'm going to do the same with this, and then I'm gathering it on the back. And I'm twisting it. Now, one thing that you might want to do for Valentine's is you might want to put just a dab of cold glue just to hold these in place so that in delivery they won't slip off the wire. And then these are just going to go right into the design, off to the side. And there we have a fabulous modern dozen roses with steel grass, 12 roses, and 2 succulents. And of course, beautiful container from UCI. So I'm really excited about something as simple as giving someone a gift of wrapped flowers. I think a lot of times, you know, people just go to the grocery store and grab things and they're in cellophane and butcher paper, and it just doesn't have the statement. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this beautiful wrap. The key to it is to have some beautiful wrapping paper, and this is the Nashville Wraps stone wrap. So cool because not only is it waterproof, it's made out of recycled material from mining limestone, so it has limestone in it and completely waterproof. And the patterns, this is quatrefoil, this is super trendy right now. All these geometric forms, the chevron ribbon, it's great. I've already pre-made a couple of these that is going to become my collar for my bouquet, and I'll just quickly show you how I make them. Basically, I've pre-cut my pieces of stone wrap, and I'm going to fold it over, crease it, and then it's a simple gathering technique where you're just gathering until you come to the end. And then just to quickly finish it off, because this should not be a labor-intensive endeavor, and you can have these pre-made in your store. You can, you know, if you just have one wrap that you're doing and then you pre-make, I guess we'll call these bouquet collar fans. Just go ahead and pre-make these and have them ready. Or you can also pre-make the bouquets, and as you can see, they're cut so you can put them right in a bucket of water or a vase of water, and you can just have them for sale already ready to go. And when your customers come in, they can pull them and walk out the door with them quick and easy. So the way that we're going to finish this off is I'm going to use the bouquet collars that I've already made, and I'm just going to surround the bouquet with them. And then what I'm going to do is use just a little bit of the aluminum wire to hold things in place. I love the aluminum wire. It's such an awesome mechanic to work with. You can just let it show. And now I'm going to wrap the bottom of it. I have another piece here that I'm going to wrap the bottom of the bouquet. You can wrap it where the stems are covered, but you could also just wrap it so the stems are not covered and that you can put it in water. And again, I'm going to take a piece of aluminum wire. I think this is easy for people to undo. When it's given to somebody as a gift, it's easy to unwrap and put into water. So Nashville Wraps also has a beautiful assortment of ribbons as well. And so I've got the chevron ribbon that I'm just going to finish this bouquet off with. And the cool thing about this ribbon here is this is paper ribbon. And you know, curling ribbon we always think of as like balloon ribbon, but this paper ribbon is really, really fun to work with. So I'm going to add just a touch of the paper ribbon on there. So now that we finished it off with a ribbon, it's ready to walk out the door. And how impressive is that to receive as a gift? I mean, I almost would prefer that over a traditional dozen roses. Something wonderful that you can offer in your shop for Valentine's Day. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back again next month, and I'm excited to focus on spring weddings